Hi, I'm Roger with Cloud Microphones. We have the Cloudlifter Z, the variable impedance mic activator, which is an inline preamplifier that operates completely on phantom power. It uses phantom power to provide power to the JFET circuitry, which is direct coupled to your microphone, and it also uses the phantom power but does not send it along to your microphone. So it's great for ribbon microphones. It's a great tool also for dynamic microphones, especially low output microphones such as the Shure SM7B or SM58 or any of the other dynamic microphones you might have in your mic locker. And so the Cloudlifter Z has variable input impedance with a very wide range starting at 150 ohms, continuously variable to 15,000 ohms. So what
does that do?
Well, that gives you a very broad impedance range so that you can sort of match the preferred impedance for your microphone.
Sonically, what does it do?
Sonically, it's really wonderful because you can actually drastically affect the tone of your microphone by virtue of the impedance setting that you're using. For instance, at a very low impedance, you may notice that the mid-range of the microphone is a little more forward, while the upper band frequencies seem to be a little more recessed, and the bass seems to be a little tighter. As you rise in impedance, the bass frequencies tend to get larger and more prominent, and as you get to the extremes at 15K, you'll hear just a little bit more aggression in the upper band frequencies, as well as a much bigger bass response. The Cloudlifter Z also features a high-pass filter, which is tied with the impedance, so it's also continuously variable. As you move from 150 ohms to 15,000 ohms, it'll start off very narrow, meaning that the high-pass cutoff frequency will be above about 200 hertz at the very lowest settings, and as you rise, that frequency drops as you rise in impedance. So at the very top of the impedance at 15,000 ohms, you're probably cutting around 40 to 50 hertz, depending on the microphone's output impedance. So you've got that continuously variable, sweepable high-pass filter as well, so you can really take control of the microphone's tone and make it fit just perfectly in the mix right out of the gate, just the way you'd like it to. And It's a great tool for reducing the proximity effect on a ribbon microphone or a large diaphragm dynamic microphone such as the Shure SM7B. You also have two gain settings. A lot of people like these on standard microphones such as the SM57 or other dynamic microphones. So if you're putting an SM57 on a snare, you might not need 25 decibels of gain. So you've got this switch so you can utilize about 10 to 12 decibels of gain while still taking advantage of the tonal shaping of the impedance loading features. So this can make a wonderful difference with small diaphragm dynamic microphones such as the SM57, because it gives you so much more of the mic. You get the sensitivity of the world's best condenser mics, but you also have the tone of a dynamic, which is much preferred in many applications. So the Cloudlifter Z really brings your dynamic microphones to life and gives you the ability to change the impedance as well as to get that extra gain. And the result is that you can turn the gain control on your preamp way down, and when you do that, it has the result of bringing your noise floor down dramatically.
So list price, street price?
Street price on Cloudlifter Z is $299, and it also comes in the CL1 format, which is set at 3K without any of the other features. Comes in a CL1, CL2, or a CL4, and the CL1 is $149, the CL2 is $249, and the CL4 is $499. So